So I've been seeing a lot of stuff online recently about people basically saying that like Yu-Gi-Oh is a really hard game to get into, and honestly I kind of completely disagree with that, because in my personal experience it was actually really easy to get into. I really didn't have to like spend a lot of money or do a whole lot to get into it, and I think a lot of that just kind of comes down to the mindset you're going into it with. Because about 3 years ago I started playing Master Duels, which if you don't know is the like online version of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I've kind of just been playing that pretty consistently, and I feel like it's a really good tool to help you learn the game. And since then I've bought cards, and I kind of played in person a little bit, but it's only been up until recently that I've actually decided to go to a store and play in an actual tournament. And I don't know, I never understood why people think getting into Yu-Gi-Oh is super hard and difficult, especially when you have something like Master Duels that makes it super easy to get in and learn all of the rules. Because I see all this stuff about old players who are like, oh, there's too many new summoning and monsters and stuff. And I get it, the game's changed, the pace of the game is a lot different than what it used to be.
No. Wait.
I don't see it as being this big, massive like issue, and it makes the game completely unplayable and awful. I do get how it can be annoying, how the game is extremely fast-paced. Like lots of times, the game can be over within a couple of turns. Master Duels has kind of shifted the perspective to be even worse, because I've noticed in Master Duels, lots of times games can be like 3 rounds and that's it. But now, after going to locals and actually playing in real life, I feel like it's not that bad. And I'll show you guys what I've been bringing to locals later in the video to show that like you can go and have fun without having to like spend all of your money. Now, with most trading card games, there are like a lot of rules and a lot of little like things you need to learn, but like Master Duels is, to me, it's the perfect place to go learn how that works, or get the basics of it all. And for example, the deck I play now, I play it because I play a version of it in Master Duels. I have a few other decks because, you know, over the course of like last 3 years, I've bought cards, and I mainly bought structure decks because I'm kind of lazy and I don't feel like pulling packs, and because my brain works in a weird way and it just decides to latch onto something, and it's like, oh, that's the cool thing. I've talked about this before for Yu-Gi-Oh, at least for me. The deck that I've decided to pick has been, or the deck I've been playing, I haven't been like, I don't like it anymore. And the other exciting thing is, like later this month, well, I guess technically next month, for my deck, next month, new support drops, which is going to be fun. And I think it's kind of cool taking this deck that I have and have been playing for a while, and then I get to experiment with all the new stuff that's coming in. So I think that'll be fun. With the state of Yu-Gi-Oh right now, I am not the most competitive person when it comes to it. And I think a big thing about having fun playing this game, which I think a lot of people need to remember is it's a game, is to have fun. When I brought this deck, well, actually the deck I'm going to be showing you today is actually recently upgraded. At the last locals I went to, I got a new monster, which I'll show you, which kind of let me change up my strategy a bit for what I wanted to do. You can go to locals and have fun, literally just by buying 3 of a structure deck. The new Chronicles Following the Virtue structure deck, you can buy 3 of that and have a very good deck. Yes, it's not top tier meta, but it's not totally awful either. Or the new not the Legendary Duelist collection. It's that new set with the 3 decks. It's got Mitsurugi's Sky Strikers, and then I think it's like X Saber for some reason. Those come with really good cards, and then they come with staples, and like the Legendary Duelist collection, that just brings some fun synchro monsters, and it comes with some good staples. They've been coming up with a lot of better products recently that make it a lot easier to get into competitive play if you want. But like for someone like me who, like, I like winning, but just the way I am, I know I'm never going to be on that like grind to get the really good cards and to learn all of the interactions and all the different lines you can take, at least to like a certain extent. Again, with the deck I'm playing, I know it really well, not just because I've played it a lot, but I don't have any like goal of going and winning the whole thing. In my first locals, I went in knowing I was going to lose every single game.
I'm gonna cry.
And I think that's a big thing people need to take into account when they are starting out really any new hobby. You're gonna be bad when you start. That's kind of okay. That's how it is for everybody. And I was really fortunate that the first locals I went to, I was really lucky, and one of my friends who is actually also into Yu-Gi-Oh, and we went to locals together. It's definitely a lot nicer having somebody to go with, I will say that. But at least from the two groups I've interacted, because I've gone to two different places for playing locals, everyone there, for the most part, no one was ever like rude or standoffish when I asked them questions, or when I went, hey, this is my first time playing in a like locals setting, so I may mess up. And I feel like if you're honest about saying that, hey, you're new, you may mess up, you may misplay something when you can't, type of deal. No one was ever rude. When I messed up, they would just go, oh, actually, this is how this works. And obviously it won't be absolutely perfect everywhere you go, but I feel like for the most part, you can find people there who are willing to help you and show you, and you could probably even make some new friends. Even just last time, I met a guy there. He was super cool. I actually ended up playing against him in one of our rounds. He won, obviously, because he had a better deck and outplayed me. But like, he's chill. He was a cool guy. I could definitely see us talking more probably next time I go. He even gave me a Twix chocolate bar. So like, you know, it's pretty good. So to summarize things is basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! It might seem intimidating, but what I would do is download Master Duels, play through it, play through the solo mode, at least like the introductions of the solo mode, at least to learn about it. Because I do think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a really fun game, and in my opinion, it has some of the better monsters. Well, because as you can see in the background, I love Pokemon, but I like the video games. The card game to me is just kind of boring. I do think that it's possible to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2026 and have fun playing it. You just have to go into it with the right mentality of, when you're starting, you're not going to be the best duelist there. You're probably going to lose a bunch, but that's okay. First locals, lost every single game. Second locals, I actually won a game, which was kind of epic for me. I did pull, actually, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek, but the new Rarity Collection 5 dropped. The card shop I go to, since I won one game, I was allowed to get 2 packs, or I could trade the 2 packs in for 1 pack of the Rarity Collection. And I pulled the super cool Ash alt art with the text. So that was cool. If you go in with the intention of, I'm just going to go and play and have fun, it's possible to lose and have fun. So I enjoyed playing the game, obviously, but it was nice just talking to people about the game that I was into. Because especially when you're like me and my friend who I went to locals with, where we live, it's kind of just us who plays it. So it's cool to go out to a place and meet a bunch of other people who are also into the same thing you are. Yeah, there was people who are playing all different kinds of decks. Lots of people just go there to play the game and then talk with their friends, especially when it's locals and it's not that serious. I will say, double check your decks, because Master Duels and the TCG have different ban lists. I remember my first locals, I was telling the guy, I was like, yeah, you know, I play Master Duels a lot, and this is my first time actually at locals. And he's like, you better not pull out Maxi. I was like, no, don't worry. I double checked everything. I don't have any of the banned cards. I think I'll show you guys the deck I brought, and so I can show you that this deck isn't insane, but I still had fun playing it. So the deck I went to locals with was nothing crazy. I was just playing pretty much. I was playing pure Red Dragon Archfiend. They had a structure deck that came out a year or two ago, maybe longer now. Might be 2. But yeah, I was playing pure Red Dragon Archfiend plus a few staples that I've gotten from some other structure decks that I've bought. I played 3 Soul Resonator, 2 Vision Resonator, 2 Crimson Resonator, 1 Synchron Resonator. That's it for our tuners. In this base version of the deck, Crimson Resonator is going to be your main starter. He brings out Bone Archfiend, then you go into the whole combo there. And then, you have Synchron and your Vision Resonator for extending. For the non-tuners in the deck, I'm not playing that many. I'm debating on playing some more, but I'm not sure. But it's super easy. I'm just running 3 Bone Archfiend, and I have 1 Wandering Wildwind. Might switch him out for something else, or I may bump him up to 2. I'm not sure yet. For non-engine monsters, I'm playing the Bestial package. So I've got Magnemite, Drewsworm, Sornier, and Tulubellion, and then I'm also playing a Assault Synchron. I think I might take this out of the deck for now, because I'm currently waiting on a few cards that I will pop up on screen at some point. He kind of plays in better with some cards I have later. I'm playing the Bestial package, because Dark Dragon monsters goes well with Red Dragon Archfiend. Now for hand traps, I'm running 3 Ash, I'm running 2 Droll, 2 Effect Veiler, just because this deck, the current end board, doesn't give you a lot of options for negates. And then I'm playing 1 copy of Nib. I did have it up at 3 before I reworked my deck, but now I'm not totally sure. I think I'll probably side deck the other 2 Nib for sure. Now for spells in this deck, obviously we're running the 3 Crimson Gaia, the big main spell of this whole deck, really the only one you're searching most of the time. 2 Resonator Call, running 1 Branded Regain. Like I said, I'm now playing, the new stuff I added is pretty much just the Bestials. But yeah, since I'm running the Bestial package, I'm playing Branded Regain, and then I'm playing the 1 Crossout. Then for traps, my traps are kind of all over the place, but I'm running a Red Zone. It's going to be the main thing you search off your Crimson Gaia, unless you have to use Crimson Gaia as your combo starter. I'm playing 1 Fiendish Golem, because I start with Red Zone, or if, Red Zone's already active, and I can search Fiendish Golem off Crimson Gaia, and because you're playing Fiendish Golem, I'm also playing Fiendish Chain, because Fiendish Golem searches Fiendish Chain for you. I play Red Rain as a discard, and then once it's in the graveyard, I can add it back to hand. And for playing the Branded package, I'm also playing a Branded Beast. I haven't actually played with this card in the deck yet, so we'll see how it goes. And then I'm also playing 2 Imperm. I may bump Imperm up to 3. We'll see. I'll probably be side decking the 3rd Imperm. So for the extra deck, 3 Red Rising Dragon currently. This will get bumped down to 2. No, this will probably get bumped down to 2 or 1, depending on what I get for the new support when it drops. Of course, playing 2 Red Dragon Archfiend, the main guy of the whole thing. 2 Scarred Dragon Archfiend, big part of our main combo. 2 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, 2 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, playing 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. And then the new card that I got last time at locals, which is the reason why I'm now playing the Bestial package. I probably could have played the Bestial package before, but now it just seems like a better opportunity to, is Dispatter. I really don't think this is a great thing. I'll probably switch this card out later on, but I'm running a Crimson Dragon just for fun, in case some wacky things happen and I can bring him out while already having one of my level 10s on the field. And then finally, of course, I'm playing 1 copy of Red Supernova Dragon, your big bad main end guy that you want to end your combos on. So he's pretty cool. I don't know, this deck is just really cool to me, and I can't wait for the new support to drop. So in this deck, really the main cards are going to be your Soul Resonator. He's your combo starter. And with them, you go into Bone Archfiend, where you then can go into Red Rising, which lets you go full combo. So you go off into Scarred, into Red Dragon, Archfiend Abyss, and you can go into Dispatter, or depending on the plays, Red Supernova Dragon is your big main guy. You know, banish your whole field. It's pretty great. And through the combo, it lets you search Crimson Gaia, which you can go into Red Zone with. So, opponent's turn, banish Red Supernova, blow up their whole board, revive with Red Zone, banish again. And the great thing is with having this pattern and the Abyss Shields in here now, is it makes it a lot easier to bring out any of my in-graveyard synchro monsters. Yeah, this is the deck that I'll be playing with at locals next time I go and play. Yeah, here are my sleeves. If anyone cares, I got these from tsx1.com. You know, and so it's an extra deck. Here's the main deck sleeves. I have them in purple. They're pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I've been playing. To further elaborate on what I was talking about earlier, is pretty much I bought 3 of these structure decks. I think now they're a bit more expensive, but when I bought them, I think I paid like $15 for each structure deck, which I know it's like, ooh, $45, which is a decent chunk of money. But you can go online and you can buy like all of my hand traps that I have. All of them are fairly inexpensive now with how many reprints they've gotten. Like if you just look here, I have 3 different printings of Ash. If you just spend $45 for the 3 structure decks, and then an extra, I don't know, $20, you can have a deck that isn't the worst in the world and still have fun with. Like you could spend less than $100 on a deck and go to locals and have fun. That's really the whole point of this video. Is just, I think more people should just try playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Even if it's just in a casual sense, you can have fun. And I think it's just a great community thing to be a part of, to have something that you're a part of, especially nowadays with how awful everything is. I think it's great to have a hobby. I think it's great to have a hobby that gets you out and, you know, just getting out, being a part of something that's just for fun, especially in the sense of going to locals. This isn't a YCS. This isn't some big event. 9 times out of 10, it's just you and like 20 other dudes pulling up to just play with cardboard. At the end of the day, it's just shiny cardboard. So yeah, get out there, go play Yu-Gi-Oh! And go have fun.